Hey, everybody.
Hey, here.
It's time for opposite Saxes
That
again.
must be Thursday.
Yep, Thursday, exactly 1 o'clock. And here we are.
Here we are. Nowhere else to be.
Nowhere else to be, except we have been spending a fair amount of time on the couch watching.
Yeah, we were
series.
getting out a little bit, and then everything kind of pushed back again.
Yeah.
And so we elected to stay close to home
found
again.
ourselves on the couch again.
Yeah.
And as probably, I can't imagine that there's anybody that's watching us that has not spent some time on Netflix or HBO or
Amazon Prime, Hulu, Peacock, pick one.
Vudu, Crackle.
Yeah.
There's so many streaming services
Yeah.
now. Paramount, Discovery Plus, all of we've gotten used to it, and TV as we knew it is
really
basically gone. And it was funny because about a year and a half or almost 2 years ago, when this whole thing started, we switched over to streaming services from regular cable. And started to say, well, okay, let's look at some of these movies. And we'd see some movies and we'd save them in our watch list. And then we started looking at series, and you'd see some of these series were 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons. And we said,
you can't watch that.
Forget about those.
Those are too long.
So fast forward about a year last year, and all of a
Well,
sudden you said, hey, that one we watched, what, Poldark was
an Outlander.
Outlander and The Crown. The
Yeah,
Crown
The
is
Crown.
coming back pretty soon too.
Well,
The
all of them are.
history of Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah.
and that has already been what, 6 seasons
I don't even remember how many seasons, maybe 7.
or so, and it's coming back, and we sit there and sometimes we watch one episode, sometimes we watch 2 or 3. We just finished just a great one, Designated Survivor.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure at first, but
With Kiefer Sutherland.
I still am not too sure,
Well, we watched the first episode of it, and we said, it's
it's a lot like what's going on.
yeah, there were just enough of those things
Yeah.
that we said,
Do we dare?
let's watch another one.
Yeah.
Well, we watched season 1, and that was what, 21 episodes, and we kind of got hooked on the characters, and but don't want to give too much away,
No.
but there's a lot of characters that kind of came and went, and then into season 2 and season 3, and each of those were like 20 episodes each. And then finally it was season 4. We just finished with season 4, and that was a little shorter
Was it
season.
4 or 3?
Oh,
No, I think it was 3.
Now I don't
I
remember.
think it was season 3.
But the thing, we kept looking at each other. Number one, there were a lot of things about it that were kind of strange.
Yeah.
Number one, Hannah Wells, who is one of the key FBI investigators. Man, wherever the action was, she was there, and she had either little or no backup. And man, she would get into fighting matches with guys, 3 times her size, because she was a tiny piece. And we kept saying, wait a minute, there's no way she could get beat up this
And why
guy.
is she going into this scary
Alone.
situation alone? Yeah.
No backup.
I know TV and movies are supposed to be a little unrealistic and, stretch it a little bit.
Yeah.
But this has been stretching it a lot.
Yeah.
But we kept watching.
And we kept
Yeah, we
watching
kept going
to
and
see
going.
who was going to have. And Kiefer Sutherland, the basic premise was there was a disaster, and the Capitol was attacked and blown up, and the entire Congress was wiped out. And there was some law, whatever, that said that
there is a designated survivor.
yeah, if there's any cabinet post holders still alive, they are the designated survivor.
No. He was appointed the
Well, he was
designated
appointed, yeah.
survivor.
Yeah.
And so
But
during meetings, when Congress was in session, he was in this room alone and watching, like over Zoom or whatever.
Yeah, what was going on?
But if something happened, he was there.
And
lo
the
and
screens
behold,
went black, And all of a sudden
He
they
was
said that the Capitol had been attacked and all.
Right.
And all of a sudden the Secret Service comes running in and grabs Kiefer Sutherland off of his couch and says, "Come with us." He's, what, you know, what's going on? What did I do? They take him to the Capitol or the White
The White
House.
House. Well, he is in the White House already, but they take him
And he's
upstairs.
sworn in
Yeah.
as president of the United States. And
And it
he's like,
goes from there.
yeah. And it goes, yeah. But the thing was, the whole series was done a few years back, several years ago.
This is the kicker.
Yeah, but almost every episode, there was something that came into the dialogue or into the scene, and you would say, that's just like today.
This was done, I believe, in 2019. And lots of what they had, lots of their topics were on things that started happening in 2021 and now.
Yeah.
And it's very eerie. Somebody had a crystal ball, or I don't know
Yeah.
what, but we keep looking at each other and saying, how can this be if this was made in 18 and 19? It's very.
And you know, and the thing is, when you get to the end of the season, there's always kind of there's always a little bit of a cliffhanger ending.
Gotta be.
Because you're not sure, is there going to be another
Yeah.
season?
Right.
And like all these great shows that we've been watching, that, you know, all of a sudden 3 months later or something will pop up on the screen and say, watch out for the new season.
Right.
Lots of the comedy things, the magnificent Mrs. Maisel.
She's coming.
That's coming back.
Outlander's coming back.
Outlander's coming back. The Crown is coming back. We even saw the new seasons for Billions and for Ray Donovan.
Ray Donovan is not a season, it's a movie.
Oh, Ray Donovan.
It's the movie that actually we haven't put it on our list. And it starts where the last episode ended
of the season
a couple of years ago. And but it's only a movie and not a season. What else?
Do you think what we've established so far in this show is that we don't have much of a life outside of sitting on the couch and watching?
Well, but we're working at our computers, we're making phone calls, chatting with friends. I mean, we do go out.
Oh, and also we have been consuming a tremendous amount of popcorn. Boy.
Not a tremendous amount. I wouldn't say a tremendous. You might. I don't have a tremendous amount.
You know, I mean, it's like going to the movies. You can't go to the movies without popcorn. So now we're watching stuff. Yeah.
And you want to take our family room and make it into a theater room. Most people that have theater rooms have an extra room in the house, like a bedroom that they've made into a theater room or a large room. No, Stuart wants to take the family room, which is like an open concept, off the kitchen.
I'm just talking about moving the furniture around a little bit, maybe get a little closer to the TV
and
screen.
Putting the 2 couches and the love seats all together.
For those of you that enjoy movies and enjoy TV series, you know what I'm talking about.
You want to make it dark. So now you want to put things over windows that you can't even reach.
I want to create that
theater to make dark. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's going to mean
we got the surround sound speakers and all there already. That came with the house.
Well, they're not exactly theater sound, but they're good. They're good.
Close. But we were going to the store and buying the prepackaged little bags of Skinny Pop and everything. And having been raised in Northwest Indiana that
has nothing to do with
the home of Orville Redenbacher, I decided I bought a case of microwave popcorn, and there is nothing like having hot popcorn while you're sitting on a couch watching, you know, Designated Survivor.
And about the food, folks. Yeah. All about the food.
And so we picked out a new one that we're watching now, and the jury's kind of still out on it. The chef of Cato.
Oh, you can't even consider that one, because I don't know if we're gonna make it.
And we're just biding time because we're waiting for the new season of Crown and
Outlander.
And Outlander and
but there are movies that we need to start looking at. You have a huge watch list.
Yeah, there have been
And-
some really good movies that we watched, and this is kind of a sharing program. So we'll tell you about some of the things we're watching. And if you want, drop us an email
Please let us know.
and let us know if there's some series that you think were really outstanding and that we should watch and maybe consider talking about.
Maybe we should also consider going to some new places within our area, like we watch new movies, new restaurants or something that aren't too crowded.
That's the key.
Yeah, crowded.
Is find the ones that are too crowded and also you don't waste any time picking up the phone and calling and saying, hi, are you crowded? And
I don't do that.
sometimes you'll if we're going to go someplace, you want to know if they're real busy. Do we need it? And we usually go like at 5 o'clock, and there's not that many people there because we go when people are just getting off of work. So we can try and get in and out of
No, I
the.
just watch the days. If I'm gonna go to someplace crowded that I know could be crowded, I will pick a weekday instead of a weekend,
Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are the best
Right.
days to go to restaurants, and
just like the movies,
Yeah.
senior days.
because like just what was it last weekend? I said, hey, you want to go to the local restaurant over there? And it was Saturday. You said, no, I think you're going to be busy. And I thought, I don't know. So we ordered from the restaurant. I went to pick it up. They were packed. They were packed.
I don't want to say,
I told you so.
But
I told you so.
Okay,
The food was still good.
we shot this episode.
What?
What more can we say? Check out Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, all of those.
Yeah, let us
It's-
know if there's
it's-
something
Yeah.
that you really like. Okay,
Okay.
so that's it. That's all we gotta say. I guess we've run out of things to say, so I guess we'll just say goodbye and invite you to come back again next Thursday at 1 o'clock and join us for another episode.
Maybe we
of
will have
Opposite
done
Sex.
something different during the week.
Yeah, we'll try and think of something that's maybe a little more exciting. But anyhow, go on, make it a good one. Okay,
Bye.
bye.